Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? I'm Sean, coming to you from my home studio here in Dallas, Texas. Today is December 21st, 2025. This is going to be episode number 31 of Cedar Light Sports Detroit Red Wings NHL update. Let's just jump right into it, folks. It's what we do around here. Last night, we had Detroit on the road in Washington, squaring off against the Capitals in the first of the home and home. That are both day games. But nonetheless, on the road, here we go. This is where we're going to start it in the first period, right off the bat. Bam! This is the kind of road way you want to start a road game. Leonard gets on the board at 1:05 into the first period, 1-0 Detroit. We're looking good. And that's where it stayed on. It stayed for 1-0 for the remainder of the period. But I thought our play looked good. We had good, relentless pursuit of the puck. I mean, we were on them pretty much. Even not so much on the forecheck, but team defending wise, we were very tough on them. Didn't give them a lot of space, but nonetheless, 1-0 heading into the second period. We're the same sort of thing. Fresh into the second period, bam! JVR, 1 minute and 37 seconds in, gives Detroit that 2-0 lead. It's looking pretty. What you like to see on the road on a team that you have just 1 point differential on, and then you play them again tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting. Anyway, but here comes Soderbaum. Bam! At the 5-5-5 mark, 555 gives Detroit a 3-0 lead there. Soderbaum looking good. And then a few more minutes later, 5 minutes later, you had Sider come down. Bam! 4-0 Detroit. This is looking good for a road game here, and this is halfway through the hockey game. But that didn't last that long. It was like 31-second shift again, folks, where, shift after goal was kind of our thing. But Washington come down, gets on the board at 10:36 with Protas. And then the shutout there. But hey, it is what it is. But that's where it stayed for the end of the period, 4-1. But then again, I thought the boys played good, solid defensively. When we did break down, we had good puck support. There was another man there to help them. We made a lot of smart plays. We didn't take too many dumb penalties. Overall, a good team effort and a good pursuit of the puck, and that's what I like. Half of the game is keeping your feet moving, man. I mean, these guys all got skill; they know how to play, but just keep the feet moving, put in the effort, man. On the forecheck, on the back check, finish your checks. That makes a difference. But anyway, that stayed at 4-1 at the end of the second period. Moving quickly on, pardon me, into the third period, where Washington's going to try to make their comeback here, and they do. And Faravarni comes in at the 8:30, at the 8:30 mark, giving the Caps another goal there, making it 4-2 Detroit lead. They were pushing. They made some good plays, but like I said, the whole game, Detroit was just pretty much relentless. We played a good, didn't give them a lot of space in the neutral zone. And when we had good coverage in our own zone, we didn't get caught, pulling up lawn chairs and watching people set up camp right around our net. So we were alert and awake and ready to rock. And it was a good road game, road period. And but nonetheless, Larks picks up a empty netter at the 17:10 mark, sealing the deal for the Red Wings, who are on a quick turnaround and won that game last night with a final of 5-2. Turn around real quick, head back into Detroit, where tonight we face, well, actually today, it's a 1 p.m. Eastern time on NHL Network again, and it's Washington again. So another huge 2 points, and on the line. Let's see if we can keep our streak going here. But that's in a few hours. So a quick re-rack. Great win last night on the road I like seeing those road wins. I like seeing regulation wins. I like seeing quick starts like we did. And I like seeing a complete game. I thought we played pretty well for the whole game. Honestly, we really shut them down. But anyway, let's move on quickly and look at the results last night. There was a lot of hockey played last night, and a lot of implications in the standings in the East. I mean, this is just changing daily. But I'm going to run through them really quick because we got a game coming up, and then it's NFL day as well. I got double duties. I'm going to change my shirt, put on the Lions shirt later. But here we go, man. We had last night. You had New York Rangers over Philadelphia 5-4 in a shootout. Make note that the Flyers get that parity point, and that comes into play when you get into the wild card standings. And then you had Ottawa 6-4 over Chicago, Minnesota over Edmonton 5-2. Buffalo over New York Islanders, and here we go. There's another parity point for the New York Islanders here because that was a 3-2 shootout. And then you had St. Louis over Florida 6-2. Also make note that Berger was a second star. He had a goal and 2 assists. Then you had Montreal over Pittsburgh 4-0. Nashville over Toronto 5-3. Tampa Bay over Carolina 6-4. Vancouver over Boston 5-4 in a shootout. And make note here, folks, there's that parity point for another Eastern Conference team. The Boston Bruins there, losing but getting a point. Then you had Calgary over Las Vegas 6-3. Columbus over Anaheim 4-3. And Seattle over San Jose Sharks 4-2. Moving on to the schedules, we already talked about our game here today against Washington. Huge 2 points there again. But real quickly, we got Colorado at Minnesota, Ottawa at Boston, Buffalo at New Jersey, Montreal at Pittsburgh, New York Rangers at Nashville, Toronto at Dallas, Winnipeg at Utah, and Vegas at Edmonton. It's not a bad schedule for a Sunday. But no, there's some teams here in the East that are playing again with us. So once we get past these standings, they're by the end of the night, these are all going to be blown out the window. We'll take a look at them again tomorrow morning. So that's when the next show is. But anyway, that's going to be it. Let's just move on quickly, and then let's just move on and look right into the standings in the Atlantic. You can see that we moved up there. We're still in first place there, sitting pretty, with Detroit, Montreal, and Tampa in the top 3 slots there in the Atlantic division. It's a tight race. We're not going to see that much separation in here, and I mean, any team can pull back 3 or 4 wins and go from the basement to the top. And the same thing, you can be in the top and lose 4 or 3 in a row, and you're done for a while. That's why consistency. You got to be consistent. But so, and then let's move on and just look at the entire Eastern Conference. You can see the metropolitan teams are a little bit got a little bit more points than us. Than the Atlantic, and then the Wings there, but nonetheless, Wings are in second in the East. What's looking pretty? First in the Atlantic, second in the East, and then sitting pretty in the wild card. We may as well look at that while we're here. Let's take a look at the wild card. You can see there, it's tight once you get down past. When I was mentioning the Flyers there's a parity point that got them on the 41 points there. And with New Jersey there in the wild card slot. So these are all going to change by the end of the night because we got who do we got? We've got Ottawa and Boston playing. We got New Jersey and Buffalo, Montreal and Pittsburgh. You got the New York Rangers. You got Toronto. All these guys they peel off a win or whatever. These numbers placements are going to change, but. Overall in the league, the Wings are 6th overall in the NHL. That's pretty damn good, if you ask me. in a league of 32 teams. But there is just so much parity, man. And the schedules, they're just not going to let up till the Olympics, man, till the Olympic break. So we're not seeing a whole hell of a lot of separation in these teams like you would think. I mean, in the standings like you would think you would at this juncture. It's just like, man, we're playing every other night. There's a game going on. And, you know, it, and then these, like last night, there's 3 shootout parity points in our conference. So you're not going to see people get much movement, man, because, you know, you win one, you jump, you lose one, you go down. It's back and forth until somebody peels off and really gets on a tear, you know, wins 7, 8 in a row or something like that. But nonetheless, that's going to kind of wrap it up here. I'm going to just wrap this show up, but I also want to make note is coming the day after Christmas is on the NHL Network is if you really want to see some good hockey in the future of the NHL, I highly recommend watching the World Juniors. They're in North America, so the timing is going to be good. You see some day games, a lot of hockey, and I just love that tournament and seeing the future stars of the NHL. But nonetheless, I just want to say thanks for watching, everybody. Be kind and nice to each other, and I'll see you on the next one. See the light.